necessarily big. It should still go to the floor. Ew! 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 I could do it in sort of like 2 halves, where there's the smaller half at the top. Oh, hello, that was loud. Thank you, phone. Ha! Did my stream cut out? Ha! Ha! My internet connection's giving out on me. Okay, we will keep going till the hour's up at least anyway. And we'll hope it gets better. But alright. If this ends up making me upload this to YouTube in 2 parts, I'm going to be slightly frustrated, but also that's what happens when your stream cuts out, I guess. 5. 1, 2, 3. I totally had that as 5 and then just... Oh well. Now, for all I call this Tuesday variety, which is a plan I've got to just do variety streams on Tuesday, I'm doing the same thing I've been doing every stream so far, which is city. Oh, even just... Sorry, just standing here with the monorail above... Oh, it's glorious. Hold up, that's not a square. We want to make this into a square. And then the pavement itself, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. There we go. Now it's a square as far as I'm aware. It's a square as far as I'm aware. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. That's a lie. I am a poet and I do know it. Because I write poetry. Maybe one day or another I'll share them with the class. Ooh, the Minecraft music's kicked in. I don't know if it's coming through on stream, but it has kicked in. It's nice and relaxing in the background. I do have my music turned way down though, because I very much like it to be able to stick in the background. I was starting to go on a very big Star Wars rant. I once spent like 2 hours with someone talking about Star Wars, because we felt like it. Don't have another reason, we just both are fans of Star Wars. It happens. It happens. Right, where are we going? How far down do we want to go? You know, I've planned out this whole thing a lot less than I probably should have done. But you know what? Don't care. Don't care at all. The spontaneity is fun. I need to stop slapping my desk every time I forget a word. It's not the most helpful thing to be doing. Right. Circle in the center here. We're gonna do it with blocks. Also because our outside circle has changed slightly. I might change this a little bit so it looks slightly more circular. As in doing that, taking that away. As in doing that so it, you know, curves, because that corner there looks a lot more curvy than the other corners, doesn't it? Right, we'll start with putting in those blocks. And we'll do that. Actually, it'd be easy to start off there and do. There we go. Fill in the deep slate corners where the road will be. Come back and texture the road later. I was going to think about using, say, the polished deep slate to do sort of road tire markings, but it's a non-directional block. So, for all it's got lines in it, that doesn't actually help. But even just by changing that centre, that looks a lot more circular. And therefore, actually achieves what we want this to do, which is be a roundabout. Therefore, needs to be round. Yes. I'm trying to think, what's the funkiest centre decoration I've ever seen for a roundabout? No, I've seen plenty of, say, statues and things. A lot of the small. I'm gonna move my phone off my desk because that vibrates loud. I've seen plenty of these smaller roundabouts near us that just kind of have a bit of bushes on here, which this one won't, because with Cyberpunk, I don't feel like Cyberpunk has much of the way in vegetation. For all it's broken down, it's been so urbanised that there isn't really anything left. So, oh, that really does work a lot better than I had hoped it would. I do kind of want to put a bush in the centre though. Right, need bone blocks for now. But as I was gonna say is there's plenty of roundabouts, smaller roundabouts, that round the edge of them have like these. I'll have like a sign. No, I would need to literally use the sign if I was going to put those. They're all adverts. Or they're signs being like, hey, you should, you know, here's a spot for an advert. Talk to us and we'll get you an advert. I'm trying to think if I've put that. So, I swear every spot that's actually available for advertising generally has some, either it has an advertisement on it or it has an advertisement for having an ad. Oh, that looks a little bit too well, that doesn't look curved enough either, so let's you know what? Good enough. I love the sound of bone blocks. They have such an interesting sound to them. Such an interesting sound. They work so nicely. Right, we're gonna, I wanna, for my own peace of mind, bring this forward just a little bit. But we're starting to actually have things. Woohoo! I did show those under shaders. They look so good under shaders with the glow item frames and the glass panes. It's because of the way the shaders renders them. It's the glass panes that glow. I'm turning on shaders. I want to show it off again because it looks really, really good. Look, it's the glass panes that glow. Ooh, because of the way the shaders work. They're glowing different colours depending on the angle. Aha! Shadows everywhere. But it's actually the glass panes that glow. So they really, really look like the lights they're supposed to. Sun is bright. Also, water looks incredible in this shaders. Like, genuinely, utterly, utterly incredible. It does make it in here feel even darker than it used to before, than it does without shaders. Also, now the floor is shiny. Shiny, shiny floor. Is stone shiny in the same way the smooth stone is? It is not. But that makes total sense. I'm also glad about that. Still haven't figured out what I'm doing for the other side of in here. You really can't see that with shaders. Whoa! See the signs I put on last time? It's one thing with shaders, if you go inside somewhere, the sky goes dark. No, we're still in the middle of the day, but that totally makes sense. Regardless, we are going to figure out what we're doing with this building. Because I really want to, like, put something up to this edge here, but that doesn't feel... Oh wait, no, hold up, we could definitely still do it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 including that block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh. Hey, it joins up this weird gap we end up here. It's because of the length of them. We can do it in such a way that doesn't cut off the funky corner we've got. Also, if we bring this to the ground, so that attaches with that more than I want it to. But we could always... Oh, and we could always do some funky corner thing. Same way we've done with some other buildings. Where we don't actually have a corner. So we take away the corner blocks. It's fun taking away the corner blocks. You get a slightly more interesting build that way. Because you add another layer of depth and your wall stops being as flat. The corner block for this one would be inside that building, so that one doesn't count. And if we do this in the way I want to do this, we could bring this down. You attach to there. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's the center of that. You'd block off that one. But also I could always just block the villagers in now. Because might as well. Options for escape. Even if it looks a bit more funky. Maybe there is still trapdoors. They're just sci-fi fancy trapdoors that you can't see. What if we did a thing that brought it out as such? So how do we move that upper block? It sort of does that. But only up to the end of, like, say, the market, and then it goes back to being to there, and then it goes back to being flat. That way I can still have my market nice. Oh, what if it went... Okay, because it has to run into there, so what if we did it like that instead? And therefore we get to mostly keep the thing the same. I'm having ideas and I'm not quite sure how well they're going to work out. Because if this comes forward, again. Let me just bring that along. It is awkward, yes, but it stops me from having to destroy my already built market, which I don't really want to do because I happen to quite like where it is. So it gives me... Besides, it's hardly the first time I've done things like this, if we look over there. Except I don't think I'm going to add stairs with this one. And then figure out a way to get that to there. Honestly, like that could work. Does that work? I don't know. Have a look at it. Does this work? Does that weird awkward arch work? Not exactly. There we go. That arch works. Then what we can do is, despite the awkwardness it'll cause, build this along here, build that along there, and make it sort of like a walk-through path to the back of through the building. Maybe I could do more of like stalls and stuff along here. That's for all there's a curve to it, that roof ends up being quite flat, doesn't it? Oh well. So we end up with this kind of tunnel instead. Like you get tunnels under the road, busy roads in the real world. Yeah, I go with that. And then I can maybe figure out some way of doing a walkway down, and we can put something else on top of these flat bits around. So the building goes up, or at least ends up being there. That isn't the be all and end all for the building. Also, if I build this as big as I've made this zoom in this direction, it is a very big building. And it'll look a little awkward if it isn't really tall. Ooh, I wonder if we can do it. I mean, it's wide enough that we can do it around the... Ah, that lines up horribly. Never mind. It lined up brilliant. We could have a metro station. Metro? Do we call the monorail a metro? We could call the monorail a metro. Yeah, I want to do another carriage on the thing. Are we only doing doors at the back? It's reminding of the Avanti style trains. Because I see two, when I get the train every day, I always saw two styles of train. The ones more like these, although they did tend to have a door on either end, or the ones with the double doors. We will put them only on the end. They're always sliding doors though. But yeah, those doors definitely need to be right out there. Because they're always flush against the train. Also, the crimson wood and the purple terracotta work so well together. I think it's a little stupid. They're not quite the same colour, but they're close enough. I don't think I'll do a strip of colour on the train. Although I could do different trains, different colours for different routes. So say this one always does say goes one direction. And there'll probably be another one. I would say there'd be another one going in the opposite direction, but it's a monorail unless there are two sets of I suppose you could have monorails going in both directions. Same as you get with regular trains. You need two of them to be able to have two trains going in opposite directions at the same time. How many? Oh well, that doesn't have a gap there. Okay. How many sets of windows did we get before I did the... Oh, 3 sets of windows. There we go. And now I know... Those are not the right blocks. You go there. And that's the end of the train car? Then that's the end of the train car. We'll put our... I think we might finish this last one as only being like a small time railway to you know, despite its thing. What I might do is still put that on the back. Because you'd still, if it's not, even if it's the back train and there's a thing, there still tends to be a connector even if it doesn't get used. Yeah, that works. I think that works really well actually. Nope. There we go. Also, because of the doors on both sides. Wrong block. It doesn't matter which sides the platform is, you can still get off the train. There we go. Now I've got this sorted. I'm misremembering how to build the train carriages. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. We'll finish off this train carriage. Hey, at least I got some of what I meant to be planning. Hey, at least I got some of what I planned to do done, which was the roads, which makes this whole thing feel a lot bigger. Now there's actually road planning. I don't really have a plan for the monorail. This bit here could turn it, do a build thing above this and turn that into a station. That makes sense. I think we're going to curve the railway this way. We'll see how well that curve probably works better for the blocks for the inside. Although to be fair, if I do that to it, that curve becomes the inside blocks. I'm not trying to build trains on the curves I'm building for the monorail. It's just not happening. That curve, as I expected, looks really odd. So I'm just gonna bulk up the back side of it and go, does that look alright? It does not. Does that look better? You know what, that looks alright for now. It still, I think, looks a little awkward. But, oh well. once more to these outside. Hold up, you've got two too. Okay. You know, that works, I guess. I think what we might do, because of the internet issues we've had today. Twitch seems to like to stream again. Do we stop here for today, or do we keep going? Decisions. You know what? Might as well keep going. Might as well keep going. Might as well. We can fill in the bottom of the monorail. The monorail rail. Oh, and then I've got to figure out how to do my central line because it's definitely changed. Because it's definitely sort of along there. I've done a third one from this side. But where it becomes beyond there, around the really curvy bit, I don't know, we'll find out. This is not going to be easy. Although there's a lot about this that isn't going to be easy. Where'd be the fun in easy? Get bored. Oh. Nope, missed that block. Let's miss that. Oh, there's definitely a curve on there. Just starting to make that look unnecessary. Oh, something about this isn't the same. Right, you... Yes. If we do that... That becomes that again. Oops, we've messed something up. Hold up. That's 3. Yes, no. Oh, it sort of matches it with the other side though. Yeah, it becomes a bit too thick then. We'll take you away. Yeah, you know what? That'll do. That'll do. It's not quite as nice as the curve we had, but that'll do. Well, at some point I have to try and design like a van or something. Go on the road. I'll probably at least start it off with the wheels in the same way and the stone slabs. It could be going in this direction, but because it's a van, it actually fills out the whole road. Rather than just the, sitting in the centre of it the same way the car does. Because it's a van, it's going to be longer. How long did I make this one? There was only a 2 gap. It's a lot more than just 2 gaps. it's a 5 gap. You know what? It'll be fine. It'll work. We'll get rid of some of this other stuff. More. Okay. Can't get the glow item frames easily. Okay. Nope, that's just giving me the stained glass. Functional. There's the glow item frames you want. Oh, never mind. It's so awkwardly large. I feel like. Yeah, but fans are like that. This might be a bit big to be a van actually at this point. Because I've seen plenty of vans that are only sort of bigger than the No, we won't do a blue van. Do a white van, go very classic style with it. I was thinking about doing a thing. Because I've seen plenty of. It's more like down there that's got the black stripe, so instead we shall actually turn the whole thing into, you know, where they've got the vents and stuff. But instead turn that back into solid white. I might actually fill out the van with something actually, because it'd be more interesting that way. Right. Right, vans, plenty of vans very square. This one's slightly less square. See if we can sort of figure out in much the same way we did here. Monorail. I'm clearly losing it at the moment, so I think we will. I should really go look at Pearlescent Moon's vehicles, because for all she said she really didn't know how to build vehicles, she's built some amazing ones this season of Hermitcraft. So I think we've definitely got some work done, so I think we will in fact end the stream a bit early. I would like to say thank you to all of you. Anyone who watches this on Twitch or YouTube. May you have a good day. And my next stream should be Friday, but like late at night Friday. Cool. That'll be us for today. I will see you all next time.